After the 73rd and 74th amendments to the Constitution, decentralization came into being in India. And Kerala was one of the first states to take it up on a big scale. So the People's Plan started in 1996. And parallelly, when the world was grappling with the software development, etc., Kerala was one of the first states to develop a large number of applications for decentralized efficiency through Information Kerala Mission. Incidentally, I head the Information Kerala Mission. I'm the CMD and ED of that organization now. Large number of applications were developed. So at that point of time, that was the best because technology was only that much available. But today we are in a position to integrate it all, so that you don't need to go into different application softwares. That's an essential problem that bedevils decentralized in governance in Kerala. So the government of Kerala decided that we should have an application which is state of the art. So that's how we struck an MOU with signed an MOU with the National Urban Digital Mission, which has got a platform called the Upyog platform. Basically, it is on the Java stack, and it's what is called a microservices platform with DevOps technology, etc. So it encompasses the latest in technology. So we signed with them, and then the difficulty in this organization was that all of my developers in Information Kerala Mission, IKM, are all on .NET and PHP, etc., whereas this was a new platform for them. So we had to essentially, train them in Java again, but then that was not enough. So we, did an expression of interest and empaneled all the companies which have been empaneled by National Urban Digital Mission, and then took their, resources into our organization on a short-term basis. So that's how the development is currently happening. So this brings in a large, volume of development happening at a very brisk pace. We call it a sprint. So it's been essentially a 90-day sprint, if you could say, and we have around 104 developers. So if you can see, developers are all sitting even on a holiday in Trivandrum right now and developing. So what happens is, for example, we have around 16 applications right now in Information Kerala Mission, on the basis of which the rural local bodies run. Urban local bodies are still a little behind. Rural local bodies run on, again, a centralized platform called ILGMS, but again, only 3 modules are present. So essentially, if we can put around 30 modules on one platform, then the citizens and the employees will have one platform to just work. So that's how the Kerala Solutions for Managing Administrative Reformation and Transformation came into being. It was in 2022 that we conceived this. And the Honorable Minister, the ACS of the department, Madam Sharda, etc., have been behind us, supporting us, and with the help of National Urban Digital Mission, we've been able to put together a good team that has been able to come out of this application. And on 1/1/2024, Honorable Chief Minister launches this. The essential difference that this brings to the citizens is that they can actually do all their work from a mobile phone. So this comes with a mobile app. Right now, we have come out with only 9 modules. Whereas we need to go further. So this is a long path. So possibly by the end of 2024, we'll have all the modules, and entire local self-government department, which we call popularly as LSGD, will be on this platform. See, right now in Kerala, there are 3 applications which are being used. For all the local panchayats, local rural bodies, 941 of them, we use what is called Sanketam, which is developed by Information Kerala Mission. For the rest of the urban local bodies, it's IBPMS developed by a Pune-based company. And exclusively for Kozhikode Corporation, there's another application called Suvega developed by the National E-Governance Foundation. So essentially, people have to depend on different applications. One. Number 2 is that these don't have the latest in terms of technology. So that's the essential difference that we have brought in. Right now, we have introduced for the first time a GIS rule engine, Geographic Information System, as a rule engine, and we put it there. Then also the EDCR rule engine. So what happens is that, let's assume that you are a person who's having a, let's say, 10-cent plot, and you're not sure, whether a commercial complex can come there or it's a residential thing that can come there. You need to know the contours of the plot, you need to know the setback, etc. So right now what we've done is we introduced 4 layers of GIS here. The airport zone is there, the railway zone is there, the master plan complex is there, and the CR is its own. So these are the different applications on which we have signed up APIs and integrated. So it only means that we will have more and more layers to assist the citizen, as it were, to get more services. So you can go around, perambulate the piece of land, and will tell you what can be constructed there, what is the setback. You don't need to approach anybody. So this is one example. Second is, one of the difficult things that happens with certificates. For example, marriage certificate is that, people will be at different places. So both of them have to come to the registrar's office and then do this. Now what we have introduced is a KYC, video KYC based marriage certificate issue. And the moment this happens, it goes on the blockchain to your WhatsApp. So if you have given your WhatsApp number, you get those certificates. So birth, death, adoption, marriage, all these certificates come into your blockchain. So you don't need to approach a government office. So the objectives that we have brought in for KSmart is joyful citizens and joyful employees. Both should be joyful doing their whatever. So the best form of governance, according to me, is when we free time for people, rather than running around government offices or running around government websites. If they are able to do it on one shot, on one app, then nothing like it. So yeah, it definitely affects the people who have been otherwise thronging the system and creating havoc, etc. But I think it's only a question of time. The railways reservation system was one example where there were a lot of middlemen and stuff like that. But today people are able to enjoy the benefits of it. So time is essentially freed. We would like to think that we are the first. But I think GIS, yes, bringing a GIS rule engine was a masterstroke, and I think we are the first to do that. And we have also introduced ChatGPT, we introduced blockchain, we introduced artificial intelligence. So whatever emerging technologies are there, see, essentially what happens in government is we tell everybody to use it, but we ourselves don't use it. So how do we bring all these emerging technologies, VR, AR, etc., into this system is what we are exploring. That's a work in progress because we need to find out use cases for that. But certificates, definitely you need a tamper-proof certificate, isn't it? Your birth certificates should be as safe as it can be. And you don't need to carry a paper. You can travel anywhere in India and you can show this certified. Yeah, so National Urban Digital Mission has selected 3 states to do this pilot on Ubiyog. One is Kerala, second is Karnataka, and third I think is UP. And we were the first off the block, and we've reached a stage where we can launch the product. So, the municipal services are the same everywhere, with some nuances here and there, some changes. So we can essentially customize the same application for the states. So some of these states have approached us, Karnataka has approached us, we have been in touch with them. Why don't you use our application stuff, reinventing the wheel, etc. So it's essentially a G2G. What happens in government is everybody builds software for the same use case. You need not do that, is what we are trying to say. If let's say, for example, Karnataka has developed a very good application, then why should Kerala develop it? That's a question. We should just be able to use it, customize it, use it for our purpose. No, we would like to state that the state of Kerala is one of the pioneer states in e-governance. And we have 904 services online. Only problem with that is that you'll have to visit large number of websites. So what IKM has been telling government is, why should citizens have so many websites and apps? Why can't you have one app? And I'm trying to see whether we can go into what is called a predictive governance, which is a favorite subject of mine, where citizens don't even apply. Is it possible that on the life cycle of the person, we can issue those certificates into their WhatsApp without them even applying? Birth certificate, community certificate, nativity, all those things that they need at particular points in time. Technology is very simple that way, but we need to, they say people process technology. Process and technology are easier, people are difficult. So interdepartmental coordination, cooperation, everything is needed. But the government is right behind us. So, and I have a fantastic team. The person sitting next to you, Dimple Madam, is, and then Naufal has been fantastic bringing this kind of technology. How we have managed to do this technology is also interesting. Right now we know how many hours or how many days is required for a particular software. That's because we use project management tools like Jira, Confluence, Mantis, etc. and it will essentially tell us who is going behind, etc. So today we are in a position to develop software at cost, at a cost-effective rate, one, and number two, on time. And we are not dependent on an outside agency. So we could develop software for not only for Kerala, not only for LSGD, for Kerala departments, government departments, for private sector, for other states, for other countries, etc. We are looking at that in a broader sense.